What's happening, people? So, as you guys already know, I dropped a video with a hypothetical 7.0 Goku, and I just want, before we get into it, the nitty-gritty of things, I just want to talk about a couple things. One, something I forgot to mention in a previous video is that the thing that inspired that video in the first place was this Instagram page by what's this? I'm gonna have it somewhere on the screen. I think it's hypeverse.nmp. Now, he had a whole bunch of like AI generated or rendered, I'm sure he did his own adjustments, figures on his page, and he took down a lot of them. I'm assuming because he was getting so much like kind of feedback or negative feedback. That's just my assumption, I don't know. But like, for example, he had a Goku figure on it that looked immaculate. I wish I took a screenshot of it, but I didn't. But that's what inspired this series in the first place, because I was like, yo, imagine like forget about Goku. Goku is nice, of course, but what about even the rest of the characters, and what about hypothetical figures that I just would want to make a custom of myself, right? And I just, I quickly found a AI generating program. Well, I tried a couple out, and some of them was like just straight up duds. But either way, that's what inspired this. And then second, the reason why, two things. The reason for the last video, the reason why I chose Goku, Super Saiyan, and Base, and then I went all the way to Ultra Instinct, because there was a couple comments I was like, damn, bro, you skipped from Super Saiyan to Ultra Instinct. Well, any other form that you try to type in to the particular AI generator, picture generator that I was using, any prompt that I would type in, let's say I type in Super Saiyan 2, and I'm going to do a video on this as well, going back to the Goku stuff. It would show you literally Goku Super Saiyan, and then they might add like more lightning in the background, because I guess based off of the information that it has, it's like, alright, Super Saiyan 2 is associated with lightning, so it'll be a lot more electricity in the picture. And Super Saiyan 3, they straight up would just give me Super Saiyan pictures, and I was like, okay. So now I had to be very specific with the prompt, like Super Saiyan with long hair, and you do get something Super Saiyan 3-esque, but we'll get to that in another video. Now I chose 7.0 because, in my opinion, those Goku figures looks more something reminiscent of what I would imagine something that's very, very far away. The figures that we have now are good, but they're not on that level. I don't even think a 4.0 or 5.0 will look like that. Maybe a 5.0, maybe with wishful thinking, but a 6.0 or 7.0 would probably be more appropriate for those level of detail in those figures. But either way, Frieza, I'm sorry for that long-winded intro. Now, just to give you a point of reference, this folder, we're going to go through multiple folders in this video, so it might be a longer video. I'm going to try to swipe through. This first folder is meant to be the prompt that I use for first form Frieza. Now, I typed in first form Frieza, super posable action figure. And this is what I got. As you can see, it looked clean. But as you can see, it's not really first form Frieza at all. It's some type of remixed final form Frieza. Or I guess at this point, it's fourth form Frieza. Some type of remixed fourth form Frieza. So we're going to keep on going. Once again, alright, they kind of gave you first form Frieza right here. This is probably one of the closest ones. And even in the AI generation, I have to wonder what pictures are they using for reference, because they straight up just put other Dragon Ball action figures in the background on a bookshelf. So I really wonder what I guess Bang is pulling from its images. Either way, another remixed fourth form Frieza. Like, these things look so clean. Like, if anything with these pictures, and this is basically me just kicking it with y'all. This is kind of like a more relaxed video. Like, yo, look how cool this is. Oh shit, stuff like that. This Frieza right here, like, if anything, if somebody really wanted to, and they want, like, if you're not a super creative person, you just wanted to but you had the talent, for example, to make your own figures somehow. If you just generate a bunch of AI pictures, bruh, you just go to the AI picture, oh, I can sculpt that, and then start making customs like that. Thank me later if you actually do use that idea. Here we have what looks like, what's that non-canon? I don't even know if it's not canon, but He looked like Frieza's son. I'm gonna have a picture somewhere up on the screen. Once again, this is probably the. Once again, this is all with the prompt first form Frieza. You know, and like this is what I get, and this is the exact reason why you see those forms excluded from the Goku video, because you get stuff that's like not even remotely close to first form Frieza. But this one is probably like the closest to a fourth form Frieza. Once again, another close rendition of a fourth form Frieza. Definitely looks taller than fourth form Frieza. Another one got the frost feet. Like these figures look so cool. Like if I could, I want to do a custom of not all of them, but most of them. Maybe one day I will. Who knows? But either way, that's the end of this folder. On to the next one. So this is the folder for second form Frieza. Now, the second and third form Friezas, much like the show, I don't spend a whole lot of time with generating pictures for them. Specifically because it was just getting irritating. It was like, alright, these Frieza pictures are cool, but it's not what I asked for. And so, like as I referenced before, you've got to be very specific with the prompts that you give the AI. And I don't feel like describing tall with pink thighs and arms and devil horns, long devil horns, or bull horns, whatever you want to call them. You know, I don't feel like describing that in the prompt. So it was just, alright, second form Frieza. Oh, you didn't give it to me? Alright, it is what it is. Alright, I guess this is a close second form Frieza. Once again, it keeps on mixing in final form aspects, or fourth form rather. And this is the end of this. Like I said, the second and third folders are like the shortest ones, but these things, like, once again, do look cool. And for third form, I was just like, forget about it, because we in third form right here. But as you can see, not remotely close. Where's the long head at? Where's the what you call it? What's the artist's name? Ridley Scott style transformation. Not here. This is probably the closest thing to the first form Frieza, and it was in the third form Frieza set of photos. So very weird. Now the real fire stuff is about to show up in a second. Now we in the folder for final form Frieza, and as you can see, this looks clean. Now, one thing I will say about some of these figures, and we're gonna swipe through, is that some of them are like overly, I think, designed. Like this is probably one of the more simplistic ones right here. In an alternate universe, this is what fourth form Frieza looks like. That's all I could think with these AI generated photos. In an alternate universe, this is actually people's definitive fourth form Frieza. Another fourth form Frieza. Probably one of the cooler ones. And something that you will notice with a lot of these AI generated photos. Well, two things. I just remember something else. One, if you notice, they keep on including those shoulder pads. So the AI knows that with Dragon Ball Z, they do love that Saiyan armor shoulder pads is like a hallmark of Dragon Ball Z. Second thing is, if you peep, right? Well, a lot of these Frieza renders, they have a lot, like you can actually see the joints, right? When it's skin tight stuff, and I noticed this with Vegeta as well, right? Because he has the spandex that's skin tight, like they would show the joints more. With somebody that was wearing baggy clothes like Goku, you might see the arm articulation and whatnot, but that's about it. Sometimes they would give you some knee articulation, but with Frieza and like Vegeta, as you can see, you could really see the actual joints, which made it even more fun to generate the photos, because it's like, oh, we can actually see it as a figure, you know? Another cool picture. Another cool picture. These look like potential, like it used like that scene in Revival of F where he's standing on a cliff right before he transforms into Golden Frieza. That's what some of these scenes look like. But this is a very close to like a regular final fourth form Frieza without like the remixing that the AI does. It's just, does this man have two tails? I just peeped that. Yo, this would have been a good remix for, I guess, second form Frieza right here. Another final form, fourth form Frieza. And that is the end of this folder. So now, to brace y'all for the next, we have 4 big folders to go through. We got, alright, y'all just see. I'm not gonna ruin the surprise. Okay, I guess. Okay, so minor spoilers, I guess. No, big spoilers actually. But I'm sure if you watch this channel, then you might already know about it. This is the prompt I gave it was Black Frieza, and this is one of the images that came up. As my homie Nate said, Mr. Sinister Vegeta. I don't know why. I guess because Vegeta is associated with Frieza. I'm not sure why it gave me this. Oh, actually, I do know why. Well, because something I neglected to tell y'all is when I was doing the AI generation for these figures, a lot of times I had to change the spelling of Frieza's name. So typically how I spell Frieza is free, as in like getting not having to pay for something, and then Z, so Freeza. But I'm not the typical way that I think Frieza is spelled is Frieza. So Frieza, as they said in Team 4 Star. But when I change it to Frieza with an I, then I actually get pictures of Frieza and not just some, you'll see as I swipe through. But yeah, this was wild. And here we got what looks like to be Frieza and some type of Griffith cosplay. When he got when Griffith got the god powers. This was super weird. I was like, what? This one was like some type of, this straight up looks like, I'm not even gonna hold you. This looks like a character I seen in Crimson XX Crimson XX. Like he stopped making artwork for the time being. He's on a hiatus, but he had a villain like this in his manga, and I think that entity was a Frieza race character as well. But this is probably one of the cooler ones, no pun intended. This is like a Frieza with the Janemba things on his head. Here we go, another Frieza picture, Black Frieza pictures. Like some of these were starting to look kind of like, I don't know, something about this gives me Ultraman, or yeah, Ultraman vibes. Maybe something about the face. But either way, moving forward. This one, I was straight up like, what part of this is Frieza? We're gonna get to the part where I start, where I changed like the name, not the name. Yeah, I changed the name. I respelled the name. And that's when we start to get to stuff like this. This is a really cool looking Frieza race guy. Another cool picture. Yo, my man got a head like a gray. This one, alright. So some of these are mixed up. But this is when I still had it spelled as Freeza. And he started giving me like Mr. Freeze variation in black outfits. Same thing here. Like I was like, what? And then at that point I was getting tight. And now we get to something like this. Now this is what I'm talking about. I would definitely make a custom of this. This is beastly, amazing. Same thing with this one. Not quite as amazing as the last one, but still very cool. And of course, Frieza. It's like they inverted the black Frieza design, where, you know, his torso and chest and things is still white, but everything else is black. But they made his like his calves and his forearms and his head still white, but everything else turns black. But either way, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's move on to black and gold. Now, this was just a random prompt I chose. Not really random. I just know that black and gold goes amazing together. Well, pretty much anything with black, but black and gold in particular, amazing. So, yo, these things look beastly. These are some of my favorite pictures in general. The black and gold just goes so well together, man. And also, I chose it because it was kind of like a, yo, well, what if the form, like, perfected Black Frieza has some golden aspects? I don't know. If that would be a thing. Who knows, right? I'm just talking. But these are some of the best photos in the bunch. And, yo, I wish I could have a figure for all of these, man. This is one of my favorites personally right here. I wish like the face was black. That's probably the only thing I would change. I would change the face to being black, and I would change the head part, the purple part, to being gold. Once again, amazing. Some of these kind of look almost I want to say robotic or some type of machine, android. And I don't know what's up with giving Frieza these Janemba things on his head with the AI, but it is what it is. It's not a deal breaker. It's just something I noticed. Black and gold. Okay, this is oh man, yo. This one right here. Man, listen. Yo, man. Alright, that's the end of this folder. Now, listen carefully to what I said about this folder. This folder was black and gold. The next folder is gold and black. Apparently, order matters, but we'll get to that when we get to the next folder. So for this part of the video, so listen. As I was experimenting with the AI, right? I was like, I wonder, since you have to be so specific and peculiar sometimes about what you actually want from the AI. I was like, I wonder, does order matter? And so I changed the order, and I changed it to gold and black right here. Or rather, I actually did this one first, and then I did the previous one second. But when I switched it, like for example, gold and black gives me more gold than black. Black and gold gave me more black than gold. And so I was like, hold up, this could be clean. And so, as you can see, the minor accents on them, or like the armor-esque looking parts, are black. Or the parts that would typically be purple are black. I think I'm more partial to them mostly black, but these are really good as well. These are like, oh man, this one. What would you call this? Divine Frieza right here? Either way, amazing. Yo, this one, I wish it wasn't just such a close-up portrait, but this one looks... I might make a custom of this. That face sculpt, like I'll either have to do the face sculpt from scratch, or I don't know, I should probably learn a 3D sculpting program. Like some of these things have really inspired me. This one, why the quality so low on this one particular picture? Either way, whatever. 4 fingers, whatever. This one, did we see this one already? And also, that's another thing, some of them be looking kind of similar. Oh man, yo. I don't even really know what to say. We just kicking it at this point. These things look fire, man. What more can I say? Amazing. And that's the end of that. We have one more folder to go through, and that is just a bunch of... I didn't even know what to call it. I just titled it Miscellaneous Frieza. So, let's move forward. So, I thought that the black and gold folder and the gold and black folder had some of my favorite designs, but Miscellaneous Frieza might have most of my favorite design. Like, they all fire, to be honest, but as you can see, remixed 4th form Frieza, nothing new. Added a little some gold accents and whatnot. This is a very, almost strikingly accurate to like a straight up regular 4th form Frieza with some aspects from Frost. And this, I think this was one of the first pictures I got when I typed in Frieza. And that's why I found out, that's when I realized that spelling the Freeza isn't always going to give me Frieza. Now, a lot of times it will, but sometimes it'll just start acting weird and give me pictures like this. Now, this is, I don't even really know what to say about this. A purple skinned Saiyan, or maybe some random Frieza race guy, but the fact that it has like a purple, like almost what I'm assuming the AI basically took some Saiyan picture and turned the tail purple. But either way, once again, yo, that's beastly. It took the name, gave Vegeta a whole skin color change, Saiyan armor, and Goku's pants. And I don't mean Goku's pants as in like the style of pants, but literally the color and the belt. This is probably the most ones for me personally. But somebody look at this. It's like it's Goku in a Frieza costume. That's how it feels. And the proportions are like most wonky I've seen. Now this one is just straight up, I don't even know why it gave me this, but it was in a batch with a lot of those other Saiyan-esque pictures. But I low-key want to make this figure. Either way, Frieza with Goku's pants should never ever be a thing. I don't care what anybody say. Ugh. That's my personal thing, but you like it? You like it. I actually really like this a lot. Take some of the pink off the legs. No, but that's partially what makes it unique. Either way, nice look, very cool looking Frieza. Another black Frieza. And something I realized is some of the black Frieza designs that I really like are in this as well. So this looks like it should have been in black and gold, but it is what it is. This looks like almost, I don't know, something about this gives me good guy Frieza vibes. Not necessarily a villain per se, but also at the same time, I can see how he could look like a villain. This looks like Black Frost, if anything. Less like a Black Frieza and Black Frost. I don't even know what to say about this one. It looked like it tried to give him the Cell crown for a second, but it's like, I'm cool. Wait, what's the prompt for this Platinum Frieza? Because I did try that out as well, but they was coming out like really robotic looking. Can't really remember. Now this one right here. I just realized it has. Why does this particular picture have writing in it? I didn't peep that till just now. Either way, this is a beastly looking Frieza. This is Frieza with the Kid Buu dude. Well, as you can see, another variation of Black Frieza. Another very clean looking Black Frieza figure. Oh wait, didn't mean to do that. Spoilers. But either way, once again, another clean looking Black Frieza. I don't really care for the baggy pants on Frieza, but I understand. It's AI. Kid Black Frieza. This one is, I just like this picture in general. I like the pose and I like the, whatever that is he's conjuring or about to let land in his hand. This one is, alright, I really like this one a lot. Like a lot. I like the majority white and then the white is broken up by these different colors. Oh man, I really like that one a lot. This one is cool. No pun intended, but doesn't necessarily, it's not like I'm gushing over it. Either way, let me know which one is y'all favorite, if y'all made it this far into the video. Because we kind of just, like I said, we just kicking it like homies and whatnot. And that is the last of it. Originally, I was actually gonna include like some leftover Goku stuff or some bloopers Goku stuff, but I think I'll just include that in the next Goku render figure video that I have. But I actually didn't say this. Originally, this was gonna be this whole series of AI figure things was gonna be like, what would a hypothetical 7.0 a Frieza look like? But it just got so, for example, like the AI pictures so, how do I say it? They were so like random that it would be hard for me to say this is what a 7.0 Frieza figure look like, because it doesn't even look like a 7.0. It doesn't even look like a final form Frieza. It looks like final form Frieza or fourth form Frieza mixed with aspects from all the previous forms. You know? So, with all this being said, this has been Bombastic Plastic. Stay fantastic. More videos on the way.